Hi, this ring is superb. It is a size 6.5. Now I'm saying that from the outset because it's actually a really big ring. It's a beautiful big cocktail ring to wear and to look at. And you know, if it fitted me, boy, I would have this one because it has incredible sparkle and the gems just sing to each other, don't they? There are probably stones I bet you recognize in a gorgeous setting, which is very, very solid, really lovely, beautiful, beautiful ring. And it's sterling silver, which has been splashed with the 14 karat white gold, which I like because, you know, it just finishes it off so very beautifully. So looking at the gems, just to tell you, of course, they're all natural. There are amethyst, topaz, citrine, and peridot. And these stones are actually some of my favorites. I know I say that about a lot of gems, of course, which is tempting, but they truly are. And I think the brightness, you know, it's wonderful to find stones in a ring, so many. Gosh, this weighs over 55 carats, this ring. So you can imagine it is literally jam-packed with these beautiful, beautiful gems. And they're a wonderful quality, and they're a little bit brighter than even my photos. Oh no, maybe not that one, but some of the photos show. So just to bear that in mind, they're vibrant and the light that goes through them is extremely exciting. So for me, this one's a happy piece. You know, if you're looking for something to wear which really lifts your mood, I feel that this is possibly the ring that you could bring out from your jewelry box and really enjoy. And also for other people too. And I don't know if you've noticed this whilst I'm on the subject, but I've found that the jewelry I wear affects the people around me. And whether or not it's subliminal, or whether or not it's just because they love looking at it and there's something absolutely delightful in the colours, you know, and the sparkle and whatever. But I do find, and you can have this experiment yourself, you know, it's a very interesting one to do. Take a gem of a bright colour. Generally for me, it's the bright colours that people respond to the best. You know, they'll become very happy and friendly and all the rest. So, you know, things that have a beautiful clear turquoise or a vivid green or a bright yellow, which of course this ring's got the lot. So just to point that out. But it is an interesting observation, and I suppose it goes for clothes too, of course, you know, but then there are days where you don't want to wear something which is, you know, in clothing in your front, bright turquoise or whatever. I definitely have days where I wear bright colours and love them and embrace them, but I also have equal days where I'm wearing a lot of black. And if you're wearing a lot of black, I mean, I like hiding behind it. If I wear black, then I sort of feel almost like invisible. It's my invisibility cloak. But by the same token, I like to have something about me that is shining with the pulse of colour. And so jewellery does it, you know. Then I can wear my black, but I've got something to also brighten my appearance and possibly, hopefully, soften it a bit as well. So that's just one thought about clothing. And whilst I'm on the subject, also to mention, of course, I take it very, very seriously that colours have a kind of power in them to not only have an effect on you, you know, but a very real sort of energetic effect as well. And I think as science progresses, people will be able to measure and realise that colours and the wavelength of certain colours, it actually has an effect, a literal effect, a different sort of energy about it, which, you know, once again, if you apply that to the stones, it could start making tremendous sense when people link them up with astrological and planetary influences. I don't think it's very far removed, and I don't think it's strange. I think it's actually very exciting. And also the metals, and when you come to look at stones in the light of the minerals and the metals that make up their colour, again it makes sense. I used to be a potter many, many years ago now, And with the pottery, I would be able to grow things in the kiln and grow lovely crystals from time to time. And I got to see, you know, how you could use base minerals to achieve a colour. So, you know, green might be a chrome green or a copper green or something, like a combination of a few different things. And the same minerals, you know, go into the stones when they're growing, and they sort of build up that beautiful profile and hue. And so it really awakened me to the fact that these minerals that we often equate, you know, with other influences outside of ourselves, again having very real properties. Iron, for example, is meant to be from Mars, and iron produces lovely reds, you know, and jasper reds and things like that. So very, very interesting how it all runs together. But regardless of that, this is a really pretty piece, but it's also a substantial piece. So this one says, "Take me seriously, I'm very, very adorable." This is a flash ring. It's a size 6.5, and yet it's big. It's big. So if you're looking for something bright and absolutely thoroughly gorgeous, this one has won me over, and I've talked way too long. You've probably tuned out by now or fallen asleep. But if you haven't, congratulations, because you're probably one of the very few to make it to the end of this video. Anyway, thank you so much for looking, and bye for now.